Hi guys, I'm Favor Kelvin. Let me just ask, am I the only one who has ever been stuck doing a job or in a career that they did not really like? Because dudes, that has been the case for me. Let me just give you a little backstory. I'm an expert social media manager, or should I say former expert social media manager, because I was really good at what I did. But here's the thing, I didn't like working as a social media manager. It wasn't my thing. The whole going out there, content pillars, finding out what other people were doing, trying to put up content on social media platforms. That wasn't my thing. I was good with the branding because it had to do with design and graphics. But honestly, I made a lot of money as a social media manager. At a point in July last year, I was earning about $1,200 for a project I worked on. And then at some point the contract ended, but I made a lot of money in the past 3 years or so. I've made over 7 million naira working as a social media manager part-time. But then I have been drained. Like I said, I've been really drained. So one of the days I was like, I can't keep doing this. How long will I have to force myself to go to work? How long will I have to force myself to get things done? How long? Because it was draining. I have kids. I need my mental energy intact to be with my kids, to take care of my kids, to be there for my kids. So one of the days I decided that I was going to be honest with myself. So I was just going to sit down and talk to myself. And so I did a little introspection and I asked myself some really honest questions and promised myself to answer those questions as honestly as possible. So I started asking myself, what exactly do you like doing? What did I even like? What is my skill? So I thought deep down and I was like, okay, if money isn't involved, if money wasn't an issue, if everything was just okay, maybe I like art. I like drawing. Growing up as a child, I used to draw a lot, sketch a lot, and my mom would shout at me, Favor, you're supposed to be cooking, you're supposed to be doing this. Why are you drawing again? I had colors and markers everywhere. I used to love to draw. And then I love music. I sing. I was one of the top 10 candidates in Project Fame in 2012, 2013. Can't remember, but I am that good when it comes to singing. So I had to ask myself, okay, what else? I like traveling. I like creating things. I like bringing up ideas and making things like from nothing, like create something. I love those kind of things. So I was like, okay, now I've listed all these things. What can I do as a job? Or what kind of skill, what kind of business can I begin with these skills that I have? And then I didn't come up with any answer. Let me just be honest. I did not come up with any answer that day. I kept on thinking and thinking. And then I went to sleep. But before I went to sleep that evening, I prayed about it. I was like, God, please help me. I need to get my brain juice flowing. I need to do something that really taps into the core of my existence and makes me feel alive. That's what I want. So a day passed and I was just scrolling through TikTok. Okay, I was taking a course on YouTube, and so I wanted to just quickly, go on in TikTok, just get myself entertained a little bit, and then move on to continuing the course in digital marketing I was taking on YouTube. So while I was going through TikTok, I met a girl that talked about, oh, you can make money online. You're not making money online because you're not trying hard enough. You're not there. And I was watching her. And then she mentioned 2 websites. She said, if you want to be a tech chick, then go on these 2 websites. The first website she mentioned was Career Foundry. And then the second one was School 16. I'm going to put like a picture or a link somewhere just so you can see it. And maybe in the description of the video, then I'll put a link to these websites I mentioned so that you can easily click on it and then get yourself quizzed too. So I took the quiz. And I told myself to answer every question. In fact, I was in my honest mood. Like, I'm going to be honest with myself, no deceiving myself, no lying to myself. So I answered the questions. They asked me questions like, if you're going to take a class, what class are you going to take? Gave me so many options. And they put art. I'm like, do I even need to think about this? I'm definitely going to go for art. Thank God they didn't put art and music. Then I would have been confused. Okay, so I decided to take the quiz. And when I was done, they told me that I would do well in a career as a UI UX designer. And I tell you that my head exploded. I was like, why did I not think of this? Why did I think of this? Like, I like UI UX. I even designed a prototype of my app, the app that I'm trying to create. I'm still working on it though, but even without any idea in, okay, what I'm doing is UI UX and all that, I designed a prototype, designed the wireframes, everything, the typography, the layout, the graphics, everything that app should have consisted of or should consist of. I designed it, and then they were telling me that that's what UI UX design is all about. And I'm like, bro, I was so excited, my body was shaking. I'm like, this is it. This is it. You know, when God says, you hear a voice saying, this is the way, walk therein. In my head, all I could hear was, this is it. This is it. I got so excited, guys. My body was shaking. My body was literally shaking. I was, oh my God. I had to lie down. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. I was so happy. So, this is just to tell you that if you're stuck in a career you don't like, all you need to do is self-evaluation. Go and ask yourself real questions. What do I like? And what are the things that I like? What can the things that I like do for me? So, guys, I am here to announce to you, I've moved from a career as a social media manager that I did not love to a career in UI UX design. So I'll be uploading content every single day about my journey, about my process. The idea is to document my journey so that I can just reach out to that person who he needs to reach out to. Thank you so much for listening. My name is Favour Kelvin again. Check out my podcast, The Favour Kelvin Show. It's on iTunes, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Amazon. I share a lot about the inspirations I get, my journeys in different aspects. One of my best or most listened to videos is how to overcome fear and anxiety. And the second one is how to start an online business in 2024. So I recommend that you go and check those out so you can get content that I've put out there in the past. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.